The F1 Nitro Wallet by Peter Nardi and Jason Ray is a multifunctional wallet that allows for arguably the easiest no-palm card to wallet of all time. It allows for out to lunches, peaks, indexes, loads, and much more. It's very similar to the Stealth Assassin wallet that I recently reviewed on the channel, but with a few key differences. Is this right for you? Today, we're going to find out. Let's do a quick performance of the F1 Nitro card to wallet. They select a card, remember it, and we put it back in the middle of the deck, just like this. We're going to square it up. Now, your card could really be anywhere in this deck, but here's the thing. I keep my wallet on the table, and inside my wallet, there's a zippered compartment. You'll see if you look through the cards, your card's not even in the deck. You know why? Because inside that zippered compartment I was telling you about, I keep a playing card. Your 9 of spades. And that is the F1 Nitro card to wallet. If you find this review of the F1 Nitro helpful, please hit that subscribe button so you never miss an upload. Now, what do you get? When you purchase your F1 Nitro wallet, you get a few things. First of all, you'll get a couple of very specially gimmicked playing cards. You either get red or blue bicycle cards. But if you have good DIY skills, you can transport the gimmicks from the blue card to the red card or a different back design altogether. You also get the wallet. The wallet is very special. It's made of a firm but soft leather. It's a high quality leather. You also get the tutorial. What is the quality of the gimmick? The gimmicked playing cards are great. They're made of just playing cards and another material. So you'll eventually have to either build your own or replace it because cards wear out. There's no elastic or anything like that, but cards wear out with time. So you will probably eventually want to transfer your gimmick to another set of cards. But the quality is great. The wallet is also great quality. It should last you a very long time. It's a nice leather and the stitching seems to be very good. The wallet is very similar to Alakazam, another Alakazam wallet called the Stealth Assassin. I reviewed that last year and I really loved it. That's the wallet I've been using at gigs up until now. Now here's the thing. They're very similar, but the F1 Nitro can do everything the Stealth Assassin can do and more. Now, there is one thing that I didn't like about the F1 Nitro, and that is that the SUC feature is less hidden with this one. With the Stealth Assassin, the SUC feature was hidden very, very well. I wish that they had applied the same hidden mechanism, the same hidden feature to this, because that would make it so when you're getting a peek with this wallet, they can't see the SUC. And that's what I loved about the Stealth Assassin. The SUC was very well hidden. But that's not the case with this. That's not too big of a deal as long as the spectators aren't looking too closely, but it's just one thing that I wish they would have done differently. How's the tutorial? The tutorial is almost about 2 hours long. Peter Nardi is in the tutorial. It's an older tutorial, so the picture quality is not as good. They teach you how to do this with Metamorphosis and Lethal Tender and other tricks. They show you some routines with the attractive properties that are unique to this wallet, which allows for switches, changes, and more. They show quite a few card routines, including things with the Omni deck. They teach you how to make some gimmicks for unique effects with business cards or book tests or predictions. They teach you a phantom card routine where you show there's a blue card in the wallet. You spread through a red deck and have them name a card from the red deck. And then it turns out the card in the wallet, the blue card, happens to be the card they named. So yeah, they go through a lot of mentalism, scalable routines, visual routines. There's something in the tutorial for everyone. They go through peaks, out to lunches, all of that. It was a very good tutorial. They cover everything you need to know. And this wallet isn't limited to the tricks that are taught in the tutorial. It is a tool that can do many other things. If you already have a card to wallet or out to lunch routine that you'd like performing, you can easily just change it to this wallet and perform it with this wallet, because the wallet has so many different features. It has card to wallet, out to lunch, indexes, color changes, switches, palmed card to wallet, no palm card to wallet. There's just so many things and so many applications that you probably are already doing with a different wallet that you can now do with this one. It's like a Swiss Army knife because it has so many things that you can pull out at a moment's notice. It also has enough space for packet tricks. or Gaft credit cards or things like that. There's a lot of space in this wallet. If you fill it up, it can get a little chunky, but that's fine with me. What are the angles like? Most of the routines in here can be performed completely surrounded. Is this examinable? The wallet itself is absolutely not examinable. The reason is that the method or the main loading system is not too disguised. It's kind of just out in the open, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because no one should ever really want to access your wallet anyways, because your personal ID, your money, your credit card, all that is in your wallet. So I think that's a good enough excuse to not want to give your wallet out to your spectators. And I say that in every wallet review. Never hand out your wallet, even if it's ungimmicked. Now let's talk about the difficulty and practicality. This is not difficult to perform at all. In fact, it's probably the easiest card to wallet that I have ever seen. However, it does use a gimmick that you have to add to your deck of cards in order to perform that super clean card to wallet. You don't need to use the gimmick though. You can perform both a palm and no palm version of the card to wallet without ever using the gimmick. However, the gimmick just makes it 10 times more clean. And what I like is that both the no palm and palm card to wallet end up in the zippered compartment, which is great because it's not in an ID window or somewhere where you could easily just load the card in from the spectator's perspective. This is practical for close-up, mix and mingle, even parlor. That's because there are many mentalism routines, predictions, even book test things in here that can pack flat and play big. And that's a saying that's used a lot, but it's really true. Because there's things where if you just peek a little bit of information, you can use that information and build it into a much bigger routine. Is there any DIY required? No, everything comes ready to go right out of the box. How much pocket space is required? Here's the thing. This wallet is a little bit bigger than the Stealth Assassin. It's mainly taller than the Stealth Assassin. This is it compared to a deck of playing cards. Now, by no means is this a minimalist wallet, like an everyday minimalist wallet. I probably wouldn't carry this on me every day because I don't want to really keep sitting on the loading system. If you have this, you know what I mean. I would save this for gigs, but it doesn't take up too much pocket space. Even when you fill it up to the brim with your packet tricks, Gaft cards, Colossal Killer, Gaft credit cards, it'll be a bit thick, but not as thick as some of the other crazy wallets on the market. Like there are some wallets that are like as thick as cheeseburgers when you fully fill them up. This is not the case with the F1 Nitro. It's not too big, but it's not a minimalist wallet either. What is the reset like? For the card to wallet using the gimmick, it resets pretty quickly in about 2 seconds. However, if you're doing the card to wallet without using the gimmick, you can reset completely instantly. So it's up to you whether or not you want to use the gimmick. I use it because it adds a layer of deception, because especially when you're performing for magicians, and when you're performing, it's not to please magicians, it's to please lay people. But if you were to perform on magicians and you showed them the load, no one would suspect that you're doing a load because it happens so fast and you're not even doing any sleights to load it. What is the price? This is expensive. It is definitely not cheap. It is 125 United States dollars for the black leather version, and I believe 150 United States dollars for the crazy horse leather version. It's not overpriced if you plan on using it. It's overpriced if you don't have any use for this, if you don't like wallets, and if you're just buying it as a hobbyist, then this might not be for you. But if you plan on using it, then it's absolutely worth the price. And think of it as an investment. This has so many possibilities. Some people buy a card to wallet, a peak wallet, out to lunch wallet, a packet trick wallet, an everyday wallet. Well, this is like a combination of all of those. So if you buy this, you probably won't need to buy any other wallets that only do one feature. And the thing with this wallet as well is it's not just shoving a bunch of features together. It does every single feature very well. There's no features that are just thrown in for the sake of it. All the features this wallet has are done well. So I think for professional magicians, or even someone who wants an everyday carry wallet, or even a casual magician who wants a wallet, this is worth the price. And it does really everything a Stealth Assassin wallet can do and more. The only couple of reasons that I think someone would go for the Stealth Assassin over the F1 Nitro is number one, because the Stealth Assassin is a little bit smaller, and number two, because the SUC feature in the Stealth Assassin is more hidden than the SUC in this one. Now, that is not a deal breaker for me, the fact that it's not completely hidden in the F1 Nitro. It's just a preference. I would have preferred if they had hid it the same way that they did in the Stealth Assassin. It's unlikely anyone will ever notice it, but it's just something that lingers in the back of my mind. What are the pros and cons? The pros are this has an index. It's the easiest card to wallet that I have ever seen, and it's very fast. It's real leather. There's a no palm and palmed card to wallet possible with this. There's a card to wallet that ends in the zippered compartment, not an ID window or somewhere that would be easily accessible in the spectator's eyes. This can do peaks, switches, and many other things. There are many pockets for packet tricks, business cards, credit cards, ID, money, even cash, cold hard cash. The thing with the Stealth Assassin is it was harder to carry cold hard cash in the Stealth Assassin. With this, there's an area where it's easier to carry cash. Also, the tutorial is great with so many possibilities taught and so many routines taught. The angles are good, this resets quickly, and there's so many tricks you can do. Also, this is the first wallet that I have seen that can be used as almost like a tool by David Stone. If you've seen that before, it's a gimmicked card box, but you can do similar effects with this, except using the wallet. As for the cons, I would have liked them to disguise the loading feature a little bit better, similar to the Stealth Assassin. Also, I would have preferred if they included both a red and blue gimmick instead of just one or the other. Also, it's a little bit of a big wallet. It's not a minimalist wallet. But what percent am I giving this? I'm giving this a 95%. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.